Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the 2022 Hyundai Elantra Hybrid. This one is the limited trim. There is the blue and the limited, and this one is the limited. So let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood there is a 1.6 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that is connected to a 6-speed dual clutch transmission, and of course this Elantra has batteries and it is connected to an electric motor. And the horsepower numbers on this engine: 139 horses and 195 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are very impressive: 49 in the city, 50 combined, and 52 on the highway. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2022 Elantra HEV, basically the hybrid version of the Elantra. If you guys are interested in the standard features this one has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price on this one with destination is $29,000. If you guys are curious about the color is called Phantom Black, and it does look very good on this Elantra. And I'm not sure why Hyundai went or added the hybrid to the Elantra lineup. The Elantra already gets good fuel economy numbers. Coming to the front, it does look like any normal Elantra. You're not going to be able to tell the difference between the non-hybrid and the hybrid. Styling looks very good, and I really like what Hyundai did with the Elantra when they changed it. For the headlights, they have a really nice slim look to them. Not everything right here in the front is LED, so the daytime running light and the high and low beam are LED on this limited trim, but the turn signal indicators are halogen. Hyundai badge is finished in chrome, and I really like the two center lines. They look very good, and the grille has a really nice look to it. It is finished in blacked out chrome. The sensor for the braking assist is in the bottom, and there is an opening right here on the side. More of that blacked out chrome, and the bottom of the bumper is nice and aggressive, so there is this aggressive splitter in the bottom. I think it does look very good. But let's go ahead and move to the side. I'll show you the side view of this Elantra Hybrid. Here is the side view of this Hyundai Elantra Hybrid, and honestly there is no difference between the non-hybrid and the hybrid. Hyundai did not even put any badges right here on the side, like on the fender or anywhere in the bottom of the doors, so you're not going to be able to tell that this is the hybrid from the front and from the side. The only way to be able to tell is the badge in the back. I'll show you the badge when I go back there. The window trims are finished in flat black, and everything around the windows is finished in flat black. The rims have a really nice look to them. They're finished in brushed aluminum and black, and the size is 225/45/17, so the size is good, the width is good, and overall the design is good. And there is a good amount of sharp lines on the side of this Hyundai Elantra. There is one right there. There is one in the back by the tail light. By the way, there is a turn signal indicator on the mirrors, and there is a sunroof. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back of this Hyundai Elantra. Here is the back of the Elantra, and honestly, the back looks very good. And as I said, to be able to tell that this is the hybrid, there's going to be a badge in the back. It is located all the way to the right. Elantra is spelled out, and the letters are spaced out. Hyundai badge is finished in chrome. And for the taillights have a really nice look to them, and I really like the aggressive lines on the taillights. They do match the other sharp lines on this Elantra. Not everything right here in the back is LED, so the running light is LED, and I love the fact that on this limited trim this center light is functional, so it does turn on. And for the turn signal indicators and the reverse, they are halogen. There are some parking sensors in the back. There is no front parking sensors, and it does have the blacked out chrome in the bottom. I really like the styling of the bottom portion right underneath the reflectors, and overall I think the design looks very, very good. And there is actually a button right underneath the Hyundai badge. This is to open the trunk. Here is a key. It does look good. It has a really nice weight to it, and feels nice and solid. It does have 5 buttons on it: lock, unlock, remote start, trunk release, and a panic button. To open the trunk there are 3 ways. There is one on the key, one on the trunk, and one inside. And by the way, here is the backup camera, and here is the button that will open the trunk. The trunk opens about halfway, and then of course you have to do the rest of the work. And inside it is nice and deep, and It is nice and wide, and the opening is actually not too bad. And overall, I think the space inside of this trunk is good. They're going to be halogen lights. You could drop the seats down, 40-60 split. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually show you what's underneath. Let me go ahead and remove this net and show you what's underneath. All right, so underneath, they're going to be the spare tire with the jack and the jack tools, and there is a good amount of space around the spare tire to store anything you want. The door handle is finished in the same color as the car. It does have a sensor right behind it. That's how you unlock the car, and to lock it, there is a sensor right here. Just go ahead and tap it, and this will take care of locking the car. Here is the front door panel, and the front door panel looks good. There's a good amount of colors on this front door panel. This top portion right here is going to be plastic. It does look soft, but it is actually plastic. This whole thing right here is cloth, and I really like the 3-layer of stitching. It does have memory seats, which is very good. I don't think the Civic, and I think the Civic does actually offer the memory seats on their highest trim, but I'm not sure if the Corolla does. It does have a tweeter right here. This whole thing right here is finished in tan. It is actually soft. It does look like it's plastic. The armrest is a little bit on the harder side, but it's a little bit soft. Window switches, mirror controls, everything looks alright, nothing too fancy. Door handle has a really nice feel to it. It does have Bose sound system, and on the bottom there's a good amount of storage space. Plastic, which is completely fine. And inside, this one does have the tan interior. The seats look good, and they're nice and comfortable. Of course, powered seats with lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Elantra, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. And just like that, this Elantra hybrid is on. And I'm sorry about the camera resolution, but it is getting dark, so I'm going to try to do this very quick before it gets even darker. The steering wheel looks good. It does have a really nice design to it, and it does look like it's straight from a Hyundai Tucson. I love the fact that there's an opening right here. It is wrapped in leather. It does have very good 10 and 2 grip, so it is nice and thick. It does have some brushed aluminum, and I really like this textured right here finish. And for the steering wheel design overall, I think it does look good. A lot of people might not like it, but I think it does look very good. The Hyundai badge is finished in chrome, does have some brushed aluminum around it. And all the way to the left is the voice command, phone controls, and the volume controls. And on the right is the Hyundai safety system. So they're going to be the buttons for the steering assist, adaptive cruise control. The cruise control, this button will turn on basically the whole system on or off. And this button right here will control that center display. And by the way, both of those displays are 10.25 inches. They look very good and very high resolution. And when you change the mode on this, in this Elantra hybrid, it does change it to red. So the Sport is red, and Smart and normal, they are the same. But seriously guys, the resolution is very, very good. On the left is the headlight controls with the turn signal controls, and on the right is the wiper controls, and the engine start stop is located right here. And all the way to the left is a few buttons. Brightness control, you could reset the 12-volt battery from here, lane keep assist, and traction control. And as I said guys, the screen is a 10.25 inch. It is nice and responsive. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and overall I think the way how it looks and the way how it's integrated into the dash is perfect. AC vents, there is some ambient lighting in this limited Elantra, and of course you could change the colors when you go through the settings. You could of course change the colors. You could see the climate control from here, so you could see the temperature and everything. And coming down, a few buttons for that screen. So let's say if you want to go to map, click on map, and that will take you to maps. And there is a volume knob in the middle. There is no tune knob. I really wish there was a tune knob. And it does have an automatic climate control, and it does have the sync function right there on the right. And what's crazy is that there is heated and cold seats in this Elantra hybrid, which I love, 3 stages each. And here is the heated seat, and off button AC, fan speed, very easy to use. and it does have a wireless phone charger, 2 USBs, and a 12 volt. And here is the shifter that will control the 6-speed automatic transmission in this Elantra, and it is a dual clutch 6-speed automatic transmission. It does have plus and minus. You could change the gears, but there is no paddle shifters. And here is the drive mode button, a button to turn on the backup camera. And actually the backup camera does have some plastic on it still. I'm gonna clean it and show you how it looks like. And here is the e-brake, brake hold, and the shifter itself, it's wrapped in leather. And there is 2 cup holders, and very deep cup holders, which I like. A lot of people don't like this grab handle, and I honestly think that Hyundai should get rid of it. And the armrest is a little bit on the harder side. It is that synthetic rubber material. Inside there is an okay space for a small car, but there is no 12 volt or any USBs inside. And for the rear view mirror, it is nice and frameless, nice and big at the same time. And this Elantra does have halogen lights, which is completely fine. And they're going to be the blue link SOS button. This button right here will open the sunroof because it does have a standard size sunroof. This switch will turn on and turn off the lights. And here is the visor. It is finished in plastic, feels nice and solid. It does have a light and a very good size mirror. For the back door panel, it does have the same design as the front, of course, but Hyundai even cheaped out more here in the back. This top portion right here is plastic. The armrest is plastic. This is plastic. This section right here is finished in cloth, so I'm glad that Hyundai did not completely cheap out here in the back. The door handle feels nice and solid, and there's a storage place right here, window switch, a bottle holder, and plastic in the bottom, which is fine, and a speaker in the bottom. And for the back seats, the space is good, so there's a good amount of headroom. Leg room is actually not too bad. The driver's seat is pushed almost all the way to the back, and the armrest is nice and soft. 2 cup holders. There is no AC vents or USBs in the back, but that's how the front of this Elantra looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Hyundai Elantra Hybrid. I would like to thank Nick here at Key Hyundai in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this Elantra Hybrid. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.